Hi guys, we are going to start with a check-in and new love today. Welcome back to your channel. It is a pleasure always to see you. I hope you're doing okay and doing better than ever. And we are going to definitely talk about whose birthday is today, directly from the fate of Ophelia. We're going to be talking about Eric the Saint's birthday, Undaunted. Happy birthday, Eric. Then it goes Undaunted, Empress DC, Teresa Budd, who's one of my best friends here, Shasta Maria, Esrour, or Srour, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, it's Srour. Mrs. Lawyer Shema, happy birthday to you, my friend. Stuart Brennan, happy birthday. Claire, who's been a long time, we go back. And Ann H., happy birthday, sweetheart. I got to turn it over because I got more yesterday. Brown Cinnamon, happy birthday. And James D., and we have Janine J. JJ, happy birthday. Lots of you had J names there. And I wanted to say, I hope you have a fun, incredible, happy birthday with your family. I hope that all of you get to rejoice and be together. So the parameters for today's reading, it is again specified, but we get to have fun with it. And we're going to be talking about a little bit of long distance. There's a slight check-in, and the last part will be new love. Okay, so it's kind of like, if you think about it, all those topics are going to be in one video, and they're highly requested. Out of those 3 topics, we will move on to our bonus for today. That's how we're going to actually move on with the day. So I hope you guys like this style. I just came up with it about an hour ago, and you have the 8 of Swords. The Hermit just fell out right now, live on camera. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, okay? I feel like this is a time to regroup, regather yourself, possibly in silence, because the Hermit talks about in the quiet. And it's also a time of introspection. Gather right now all of your little deets, your details, how you're feeling. Please do a health checkup on yourself and ask yourself what's up and what's going on. And we have the Hermit there. Anything else that we have to know about the check-in? 8 of Pentacles. Check-in with work. Are you satisfied with pay? Are you indeed in growth? Okay, so this Hermit is touching this 8 of Pentacles, and it looks like Jason Momoa. Work could be affected. Some of you are also moving on to a different line of work, meaning that it has switched from one thing to something else in definition, or somebody wants to put in effort with you. You might be seeing more effort from people heading towards your energy as well. How do you feel about that with the Hermit check-in? And then you have the 8 of Swords. It keeps popping out from my deck here. Something is not jailed. What it means is there's a restriction in one place. And I do think it's happening with the Libra. The restriction might be a worry, but the 8 of Swords is more like a self-imposed restriction. Let me use a foreign deck to clarify that. Let me get my little extra deck here for clarification. What's the 8 of Swords? And it fell. 3 of Swords. Okay, so a broken heart from the past. There could be a disappointment in another. This is your card, Libra, so it's air on air. It's actually clarifying with more air. I feel like it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment in the way something went down or someone's reaction. And it could be something that you're letting fall through the cracks with the 3 of Swords. The best thing to do when you reverse a broken heart is go back to the drawing board, work on yourself. I think that's why the Hermit is even showing up for us today. Is there any long distance cards for the check-in? King of Wands, okay? This person is attractive. They also could be very well off. King of Wands is a pretty determined fella. I think it's speaking of the way they're attracted to you. This is like via the way that they travel in terms of sending you signals. They're a King of Wands for a long distance. Anything else about describing cards with their feelings? 7 of Pentacles, same as last night, remaining unchanged. Okay, it's kind of a good thing and it's kind of a bad thing. I'll just give you both of my comments. King of Wands, although they're very attractive, maybe on the outside, on paper, you might be looking for something different. So I see here maybe Libra, you're worried about that, is selecting correctly next. It's going to have to be somebody that fulfills you from the heart space, with the 8 of Swords being the restriction there. And also there could be new things that have sprouted with the Eight of Swords, meaning like you had a new conversation and there's also new information that adds to it. Or that could even be your own lifestyle right now. So there could be some worries there. What is the new love card? Empress. That's interesting. We have Libra, and it's talking about in Libra season, because we still have a couple days left. It's talking about having attraction for this person here. That's the new love card. So it would be that they perceive you as creative. You're building a new era. Could be the Empress card. I think they see you as creative. I think that's the thing that kind of grabs their attention. The Sun. Even if you were to have a bad day, it feels like a good day because you're joyous. They have way different feelings from long distances over here. This is a new person looking at you as the Sun. Okay. Okay, give me the daily story for today. A little bit on the Queen of Cups. So there could be a water sign. She is heavily known as Cancerian. They could be in their emotions. Somebody might want to share with you because we got two divine feminines. So they might want to share with you. This could be a sister of yours or it could be a love situation. I could see how that could be several people. Queen of Cups. You're the Empress in the new love's eye. Okay, so I have a question about that. How will Libra proceed and move to something quickly? A new thing maybe. Knight of Wands. You're going to be gaining back your energy systems. Now, I know a lot of readers were saying this yesterday. I actually think it's in the coming days. I think it's to be continued. It's happening soon. So it's saying your energy will be revived at the right time. That's Sag. All right? Very, very good. More, please. Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man in its upright fashion, the way it regularly is. Pisces, Death, King of Swords. So there's two people here not talking. There's a no contact situation. I think you have a mixed bag of things that you're dealing with. A lot of it is residual energy that you are releasing. And the reason why I emphasize there is because there's a release of some old emotions and there's new things that you're going to. And it is that weird wonky in between when you sit in the gray area. If you're not resonating with this reading today, it's because that gray area is no longer with you. You've surpassed it. Okay? Also for my birthday babies, we'll draw a card for you in just a second. We have the Page of Wands. So there's new information. Page of Wands is an exuberance. It's exciting, but it's also saying, please lighten up and don't be so hard on yourself. The Page of Wands is an exciting time, all right? And it's fair game for everybody here dealing with you. Page of Wands is who is going to bring the news. And I think some of you are a part of changing the dynamic because you have a big transformation card. If I didn't have Scorpio, I wouldn't even have the allowance to talk about it. I wouldn't even be comfortable. I think this Libra is closing out chapters with this card. That's what allows me to say it. Your transformation could be within a psychic gift that's been honed and crafted quite nicely. So I think you're more trusting in that nowadays. Some of you, there could have been, I see here in the past, you changed your energy from something that happened. There may have been an event here to put you back in your Empress mode, okay? So furthering, there's new boundaries, Queen of Swords. I want to leave this reading super simple. That way you can not only enjoy your birthday today, but there's also some simple advices in this video. So boundaries. What is that? Can I knock on the deck for the new Queen of Swords that we see here? What is that involving? To make room. You got to make room for new love. Make room for relationships that will flourish. Also, some of you could be speaking more and talkative with this Ace of Cups. I think you're going to be seen more in a social light. Some of you will feel a little bit more like socially wanting to talk and express yourself. Another thing that I see here is there's a dynamic changing with an old person, okay? So with that understood, a lot of you might be releasing that to move on to the new and kind of finishing out prep work. All right. So you might journal about it. Journal about it and talk about it. What is also the Hermit? Why is Virgo here? I love that card. You guys know how I feel about the Hermit. Knight of Pentacles. You're taking the time to look at what commitments are meaningful to you. What is meaningful for you to stay in, and what are you staying faithful to? Because it's a commitments card. It's powerful. I know it's not like the biggest major arcana on the table, but it can talk about the promises that you're making to yourself. So those are commitments, and I put it on the Empress's side, if that helps. Okay. Any more new situations? Let's talk about the new that's coming in. You have the Chariot with Cancer, and I'll put it right by Libra. So it went Cancer, Libra, Cancer. You have a Scorpio here with the Death card. Your transformation, it looks like today it's ongoing, but you put it more in a high vibrational status. You're not going down a few bars just for everybody else. You're still moving on with your momentum. Okay, I'm touching the momentum card also. 1111 when I looked up. I would say keep that going, because even if you stay at the momentum for you, let's put it that way, the momentum that works for you, then you really wouldn't have lost out on time. Okay, some of you, that's a very specific thing that might be part of a bigger plan, but even if you were to keep going with it, did you really lose time? So just think about that today. 3 of Wands, Page of Pentacles, that's him going like this on the table. 3 of Cups. Okay, it seems here like there's a lot more socialness that's coming up. It could be a party, there could be festivities to meet with someone, or it's just coming up in the timeline. There's more social talking. There's also more group meetings with the 3 of Cups. Is that with a specific person? The 3 of Cups. What is that about, and what is it in celebration of? A lot of people, but it could cause competition. Some of you are dating, new life, new offers. It kind of looks like dating, okay? Or like if you don't care about like love videos, that could look like a lot of people get introduced into the mix. 5 of Wands is usually conflict, competition, and change. Okay, so I don't know if your people are changing in this wide array of group, or who you speak to. That could also be happening. Transformation to the 3 of Cups. What is that? 6 of Wands. Okay, I see this as flourishing new relationships where you guys get to network, be seen, and something works out. I'm gonna say that one more time. Networking, you get to be seen a little bit more, maybe some of your talents, your skills. It's boundarying off. I think here you're boundarying a certain area of your life to make room for some of these new memories. And some of these moments deserve to be lived in. Even for me, that's strong to say, because no other reader will say that today in the fashion I described it. I think that you're welcoming in a lot of these new moments. It might cause competition. You might have to leave old spaces. You might be saying goodbye to old groups or old coworkers. And that's okay sometimes. Just remember that even if it's bittersweet, it's okay sometimes. It has to happen for us to grow. Yes, so the Hermit was clarified by the Chariot and that expedition we see on the table with the 3 of Wands. I think that's preparatory time before it moves into this. The Age of Aquarius is going to produce a lot of movement. So I think it's just preparatory time to collect yourself. One more for the Hermit. 9 of Wands. It's one last trip. It's the wounded warrior, but emphasis on the warrior part. I even felt this, slightly in our readings all week. You don't want to describe the card, but it's in your face. And it's super important to talk about, because I think a new relationship is going to prove that you still have that hope and you still have restored faith here. It's just going to take a little bit more of support. Someone's coming in for support with the 3 of Cups. Maybe you already know them, Libras, or you have an ongoing relationship right now to them. What is it in terms of a festivity or party with the 3 of Cups? It might be with a gentleman. It might be with a Scorpio for some of you. Virgo is a Hermit. Two of Cups is also water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I think it's somebody who likes you. I think that they want to protect the relationship. Someone might ask to meet with you with these cards, 3, 2, King of Cups. They might ask for that to happen, and you don't know about it yet, being in the Empress card in the Sun. You have the Ace, so there's Truth and the 9 of Pentacles. It's like you're too single for someone's liking, and then you also have a relationship ongoing with a King of Cups that truly cares for you and wants to nurture you. Some of you have 2 people, some of you. Others of you, it's just like, it's a lot of being attracted to what you offer personally as a person. 8 of Wands. Okay, if I were to keep going, it's the 5 of Cups and the World card. I think that's like still saying goodbye to something old. Like it's learning that it might be bittersweet. It might be too old now to go back to. One more card, Knight of Swords, the Moon. Okay, yes. So I think this is somebody that really likes your energy, and they want to be in the new with you. They want to. They could be air, like a Gem, Libra, Aquarius, and then you have Cancer, Pisces here. But it all goes towards your wish fulfillment, and I want to say it's theirs too, with the 10 of Cups. I want to say that they want to put in on it, like they bank on it also with you. Who's the Chariot? Because that's someone's movement up in here. Who is the Chariot with the Queen of Swords on the table? It's very much about a new chapter. There's no delaying. So I think after this last introspection, you move into something new. And a lot of you, it's something that you asked for, okay, with the Fool card. There's one last little nudge. I think that's the last push from maybe friend, family member, or even some of you inside that change today, okay? And then we have the Devil, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Wands. I think those are patterns of people that are trying to hold you back in an old timeline, all right? That's like patternistic for me. And it could have been someone keeping you away from a natural 10 of Pentacles, which was initially destined for your life. 10 of Pentacles meaning the future. Okay, so that's what we have in the hour. I might be back today, you guys, way later on in the day. I'm just going to give a couple hours so that some of this could be lived in. And I might be like more of an evening reader tonight, just because I know I won't be back for the next 5 or 6 hours. So I'll see you then. And I hope those of you that have a birthday are collectively very happy today. And those of you that just celebrated too. It was nice serving this collective, and I'll see you guys a little bit later.